What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. Just about finished with the bathroom. Just got to touch up the grout in a couple places, and then we are good to go. We'll be heading home. We'll be doing our live stream from my home. I haven't seen my home much lately. Been on the road taking care of business, because that's what you got to do when you are a grown-ass man. So the rumor, there's a rumor being spread about me and the crew, about something we did or was supposed to do. You might not have heard it, or maybe you had. When I first heard it, all I did was laugh. I used to get angry and all uptight. You say what you want, just spell my name right. Okay, all right. Shout out to Houdini. But seriously though, the rumor that just won't seem to quit is that the Cowboys want Hasson Redrick. They want Hasson Redrick on the Cowboys. And that one's kind of crazy to me, because I don't think the Eagles want to do that move. They're looking at it because they need cap relief and things like that. But they know that that's the pass rusher that they've got. That's the best impact player that they have. Next would be, of course, Jaylen Carter. Shout out to the rookie, or no longer rookie. But to trade him to the Cowboys would be kind of like trading, and okay, maybe I'm a little over the top here, but trading Charles Haley to the Cowboys from San Francisco. And you have to look at how the Cowboys getting Charles Haley was a power shift, that it changed the dynamics between the Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. And I dare say, I don't know that the Cowboys don't win any Super Bowls without him, but I don't think that they win 3 without him. He was literally that important that you had that big change. Now, here's the problem that I see is the Eagles know this. The Eagles know that he is, if he's coveted by the Cowboys and that they would have to face him, they don't want to just give him away next to nothing. Now, the Eagles have made trades before. We ended up trading a 4th round pick for a 5th round. I'm sorry. How did we do it? We ended up getting Biotis with the 4th round pick. So we gave the Eagles our 4th round and so forth, and they got our 5th, or no, we got their, I can't remember how. But anyway, we traded with the Eagles to get him. Yeah, we did. We traded to get Biotis. So we do have where we've worked together. They got Kellen Moore. We didn't trade him. We were just happy that he went there. But if the Cowboys are able to work out something with them, you got to figure, and this is the problem for everybody that says, well, the Cowboys need to tear it up and start all over. You got to understand something. When the Cowboys trade somebody, they never get good value back. Amari Cooper for a 5th. I'm not going to say Amari Cooper is as good as A.J. Brown, but A.J. Brown went for a 1st. Amari Cooper went for a 5th. It's not good. And when you think about what we spent for Trey Lance giving up a 4th, San Francisco, the last thing that they wanted to do was trade with the Cowboys, but the Cowboys literally blew their socks off with that offer. And so they turned around. It's kind of like, we don't want to give anything to help the Cowboys, but then again, we want that 4th round pick, so what the hell, we'll do it. And they did. So looking at this, I don't think that this is one of those trades that would actually happen. And you have to understand that when it's the Dallas Cowboys, everybody, and I mean everybody, is always talked about going to the Cowboys. It just is. Everybody knows, if you want publicity, if you want to have people reading your stuff, just say linked to the Cowboys. Now, Mike Fisher's been talking about it. Philly 500's been talking about it. Some of the local radio stations have been talking about it. But what I will say is, just because everybody is talking about it, you have to look at, where did it start? And are the people that are talking about it, are they talking about the person who was originally talking about it? Am I confusing you right now? What I'm saying is, it's like where you heard the Dak Prescott $60 million per year when Sports Track came out and they said, propose or a sample of what Dak Prescott's contract could look like. 3 years, $60 million a year, and here's the breakdowns on it. My man Law Nation talked about it. I talked about it. Mike Fisher. Everybody all went to that same source, that one source that came up and said, here we go. That didn't come from the Cowboys. It didn't come from Dak's people. It came from one person, but then it goes around like it is common knowledge. You follow what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Because that's where you look at it and say, is this legit? Or is this everybody following along in line? But it's all a moot point right now because the Cowboys haven't done anything to get any cap space. Right now we're sitting here $10 million over, and the other problem we have is we don't have a whole lot of draft picks. Now, I will go on record as saying this one. I'm going to the draft, and I hope we have some draft picks to be picking. I'm already looking at the third day and saying, there ain't much going to happen on the third day. Third day, we're not picking until the 6th round. So, yeah, that's going to be, and the 6th round, there's no crowds in the 6th round. There's no crowds. First night, that's the big night. Second night, really pretty good. Third day, they're pulling people off the out of the audience to call names out. But I'm on board with saying, if you can get me a starter with the 2nd round pick, go right ahead. Go right ahead. If you can trade and get Hasson Reddick for your number 2 pick, do it. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Get that guy. Because I look at it and I say, we are just littered with 2nd round picks that have failed for us. There's been 2 good ones, Diggs and D-Law. Other than that, there ain't nothing.